And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New Orleans, they've got McCollum, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
The first one falls.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Şengün hits them both. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now here's Williamson. He gets that one.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
That one falls.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Van Vliet against McCollum. Thompson surveying the floor. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Driving in. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. No one covering.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's McCollum. The Rockets making the shot. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Murray. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Out to Brooks. From past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. And timeout called by Willie Green. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Thompson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. 2 on the clock. Goes back up. McCollum, no good. Houston in the lead. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Williamson over Green, and it's Williamson missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Green. Brooks with it. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. McCollum against Brooks. Back to Williamson. Here's Messi. Trying to end the drought. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Now here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. For 3. The Rockets again can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Messi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Williamson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That's going to be a difference-making shot for Zion if he can dial that in.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. .56 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Takes a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Williamson. Can't hit from in close. Williamson against Smith. Pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Hawkins. Whitmore finds Şengün. And good that time.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Williamson looking it over. Here's Alvarado. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Şengün, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Pelicans trail by 3. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. And it's Olynyk in at center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Eason. Zion Williamson making his last shot.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Hawkins with it. Whitmore defending. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. That three off the mark. Holiday, the pass to Smith. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Williamson dishes to Olynyk. Pass to Jones. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's Şengün. And it's Houston with another.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. for the Rockets. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Alvarado finds Jones. Here's McCollum. Pass to Alvarado. And he gets it to go. Alvarado's got his first basket. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's Messi, and then jammed down as he goes right over Amen Thompson.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Rockets making the shot. Williamson against Thompson. The layup off target. Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Whitmore. Trying to find VanVleet and gets it to him. Such a wide open look.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. VanVleet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that group.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. Brooks checked in for Houston. Jalen Green comes in for Cam Whitmore. Now here's Murray. Now Brooks, pass to Green. Knocked away. And stolen by Murray. All going up court. And Williamson throws it down.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game. Mount Zion.
Brooks outside. Houston moving the ball around. Back to VanVleet. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. VanVleet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Now here's Murray. He has yet to score. Five on the clock. Here's Messi. Şengün covering. A shot by Messi, no good. Houston leading by 3. Brooks kicks to VanVleet. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to be VanVleet shooting. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Free throw good, VanVleet. Clark famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Murray for three. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Murray against VanVleet. Murray with it. Olynyk, a screen on VanVleet. Murray for 3. It's good from long range. Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Alperen Sengun has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Now here's McCollum, and so in the game for the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's VanVleet in at the point guard position. Green with the block.
Really good to see Green engaged defensively.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Misi. 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Nails it from the high post. Williamson's got 10.
That's scary. Already a great shot maker. Williamson still has plenty of room to grow in that area.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Alperen Sengun
taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Out to the wing. Williamson against Thompson. Williamson double team. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Rockets ball.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Brooks outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Pelicans trail by 6. Murray outside. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. McCollum's got 7.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. Rebound by Murray. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Dylan Brooks. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
That one is off. That one misses. Houston leading by 4. Green passes to Şengün. Brooks for 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Now here's Murray. Williamson outside. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, what a great game plan from them tonight. They keep getting it to Zion, and Williamson keeps delivering.
And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
The first free throw is good.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks, and it's tied up with that one. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Van Vliet's got 10.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud. For all our fans in the stands, if you want a t-shirt, you know what you gotta do. Get loud.
To McCollum. Clock at 6 for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Thompson against Williamson. Count it, good. Williamson's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Thompson. 1:25 left in the 3rd. And he makes that one.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. He takes it in. Good work there as it goes. He's got 5. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. A 2-point game. Thompson outside. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Van Vliet. Misses in close.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
For the tie. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. Right back after this break. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün with a screen on Hawkins. Charity stripe shot. And it's Whitmore missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To take the lead. Jones, the pass to Alvarado. Back to Jones. Olynyk sets a screen for Jones. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Smith. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Into the lane. And it's Whitmore missing. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Williamson double team. Olynyk the pass to Alvarado. Williamson from long range. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smith. Now Whitmore, defended by Jones, to the wing on the left. Holiday inside the line. Pelicans pull it in. Here's Alvarado. Williamson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Shot by Easton. No good. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Williamson.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Van Vliet. McCollum, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. He gets it in there.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's McCollum. The Rockets making the shot. Murray outside. New Orleans moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Williamson with the three. No good on that one. Nice D from Brooks. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one make. And Thompson gets it to go.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
The Pelicans trail. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Messi. And that one is hammered home.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now here's Van Vliet. Over McCollum. Almost, but it rolls out.
You're not gritty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Williamson finds Murray. They set the pick. Pass to Messi. Williamson outside. To the inside. Messi shot is good. Messi's got 4 points in the quarter.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for Houston.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
Murray against Green. Fires from deep. Rockets with the rebound. Messi. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
That's the free fly. Şengün with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, he would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Wow, guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Rockets now. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Green. Right between the eyes.
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Let's keep it going. Look up, you're on the big screen. You gotta dance like everybody's watching.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Oh, off target. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Amen Thompson.